Could a private spa and a new science centre only be the start of the changes at Ontario Place? Tina Yazdani joins us live from along the waterfront. And Tina, there's now talk that the Ford government is considering building over parts of the lake.
Yeah, Cynthia, and this has certainly renewed concerns for the future of Ontario Place. Internal government documents have revealed that the Ford government has considered a potential phase 2 of the project that would include filling in parts of Lake Ontario.
Why are they continuing to keep everything a secret?
New documents obtained by the Ontario NDP unearthing some of those secrets. They include mock-ups and illustrations of what the waterfront lands could look like, with part of the shoreline paved over, opening up more land to build on as part of a potential phase 2 of development that was never disclosed to the public.
There's a very clear record of the Premier taking care of his friends and insiders, and maybe that's why there's this culture of secrecy around everything the government does.
The renderings show up to 25 acres of water that could be covered up for what is described as future development opportunities. The Minister of Infrastructure was unclear about whether or not this plan is still under consideration.
There are many things that are considered when building a project of this size and scope. We probably reviewed hundreds of documents over the years, but that being said, what was made public in April, which is a brand new stage, 50 acres of public realm space, a new science center, a wellness facility, is what this government is building.
Is it still under consideration?
Again, what we presented in April is what we are building today. Thank you very much.
So is that a no then? It's not under consideration anymore?
I have not heard the minister or the Premier deny that their plan is to fill in the lake. And I think it's very concerning that Ontarians are being lied to. I think they are being intentionally misled by this government.
The province is currently in the midst of redeveloping the site, but the project has faced scrutiny after a 95-year lease was awarded to Therma, an Austrian spa company that will build a private luxury spa on the public lands. Construction has already begun.
95 years! 95 years! Who does that?
Let's go with the NDP and Liberal plan. Let's leave it just the way it was. Weeds growing up. No one's going to Ontario Place. It just sat absolutely bare. Or let's go with our plan that's going to be the #1 tourist attraction.
Late this afternoon, the minister's office appeared to backtrack, conclusively saying the province does not have any plans for a potential phase 2 and will move forward with the concepts publicly released last year that show free public spaces and parkland.
Now, Tina, it should be noted that the current Ontario Place was also built on man-made islands. But this government, there's always going to be controversy after the Greenbelt. It's a lot of people are attacking it for its credibility.
And that's exactly right, Cynthia. This isn't necessarily about filling in the lake itself, but more about what opposition critics and opposition leaders have described as this culture of secrecy. Why not just be transparent with the public about what is going to be done to this public space? Why not say, it was under consideration and they decided not to do it? So I think that's really where the criticism comes. Fun fact, actually, the shoreline, Toronto's shoreline used to end at Front Street, and in 1850 they began filling that in. 100 years later, 1950, is about the shoreline essentially that today. So there's a fun fact about the city for you, Cynthia.
Definitely. Thanks so much, Tina.